Alright, site setup for R6 top layer. Alright, there you go. That's all the reinforcements. Now I can, I guess, try and edit this together to see, put all the util down. So, smoke, because I'm already here. You're playing server to main stairs. You know, you just kind of hold this. Make sure to hold space so they can't walk up main stairs and they get complete top mez access immediately. You have the shotgun, you're able to contest mez, you can contest bathroom. As the round goes on, if you lose, if this player over here that's playing what's it called, ops, if ops to mez loses and they die or they have to back off towards master office, your whole, like, if you're getting pushed out, and obviously this is going to become overwhelming if you have to worry about ops in the hall too, you're gonna back up towards server, and you're gonna be playing this middle area because now this is the connecting piece. You can deny almost everywhere on the site with your smokes, with pretty much anywhere from this server, and this needs to be high holes so that they can't hold your cross when somebody's trying to play like Fenrir playing in display. You know, you have to be able to contest this door, you can contest the breach, you can contest R6 hall. You know, there's a lot of places you can do with. You know, you can, if the display player dies, you can hold this. That's a good off angle. Server, you got your angle on the door here. If you need to hold the breach, you can hold it across there from the server, from the little server hop up. Alright, next up, we'll go for the... So that's where Smoke's gonna be playing. Cade, your whole thing is you need to be electrifying off Master Office and playing that with your Tubarão, as well as the fact that you're gonna need to be also getting R6 room wall, so that they can't do a storage push, they can't do a, they can't get wall. Just try and be wary that they can ash charge this in green and get the wall open from here as well. Yeah, what's up? Huh? I'm making a video right now for the site setups for my team. You can come in. Huh? Yeah. Alright, so that's where Cade's playing. Tubarão, same deal. I think I'm gonna put down on the R6 calls where we're gonna need to be actually playing, but Tubarão, you're gonna be playing Master Office. You can hold, your main thing is you can kind of hold behind this desk, and you need to be playing somewhere around here, so you can deny this wall, you can deny this wall, as well as the fact that you're holding this cross with the top mez. You know, you shouldn't be and the main thing for the tube player is that you need to not be swinging this, because this is gonna be the pre-fire angle. If this wall is open, you don't want that to happen. And the reason that we're gonna be having this wall over the other one, at least in my opinion, I like it better so that somebody can't sit in ops the entire game and hold the cross down the hallway on top mez players. So like if Smoke tries to back up, whoever's gonna be, if somebody plays out here, like if a Valk or somebody wants to play top mez area and we try and contest that a little bit with like Tubarão or Cade, and then they back up, they're not holding the hallway with that the entire time. And when you jiggle this with mez, when you jiggle mez right here, you can be like actually safe and deal with the people on the corner. Alright, Valk. I think your first good cam is gonna be right here in the corner. It's not supposed to stay alive the whole. You don't need it to stay alive the whole time. You can just. It can do its job. You can get a pre-placed right here. You know, I can shoot the board to give you a good estimate of where it will be. I think that you put a cam there. I think another good cam is gonna be above the breach. I think is gonna be a good one, because then you can tell comm when they're in master, whether they're on post plant and they're swinging. Tell people where to look at. You know, you can tell them if they're planning on one, on breach, if they're planning breach, or if they're planning default, as well as the fact that this cam's gonna give you access to the door of ops. You can get top mez hall. Then you have anywhere in this site besides the only place that's the blind spot for this cam is the desk. Which honestly, the only other better cam that I can think of would maybe be here, but then that leaves off all of over here on in R6 room. So I think your last cam, if it's a little controversial of where you could play it, because realistically somebody's not going to be dying, and it's gonna be better used if you can put it out in this hall, I think, so that you can have info on storage hall, storage, as well as R6 room hall. So I think that, like, when you're swinging this, like, it's not the most noticeable thing. Like, obviously there's better cams. I'm not a professional Valk player, so I don't know, but like, if I find a better place for the cam, then I can obviously edit that into the video, but I think honestly just the easiest spot for the cam would be right here. You know, you get all the info that you need. You know, you got the corner, you got when they're pushing up, You have this right here. The only thing is you just need to make sure not to red ping. So, that's everything for almost every operator. I can show the Fenrir spots as well that I will be putting down. I like to have my first one on R6 Hall. Second one will be on display. Alright. Then I like to have one on bathroom. And then I typically put my final one above the breach so that when they walk in, if this Valk Cam does get destroyed, then if that Valk Cam does get destroyed, then we still have the Fenrir to let us know when they're walking in and out. I'll be putting these little display sensors here so that when they drone inside the place, they can't see, they're not going to be able to see if somebody's playing behind the desk or if somebody's playing half wall. That when they drone, all they're going to see is just like some fucked up walls. So that's everything for top layer.